Well, good morning and thanks for joining us here for our 8:30 stream show. I'm Mitch Carter. To get things off here, this weekend marked 1 year since Orange County Deputy Zach Andrew was shot in the line of duty. Now, he survived, but his road to recovery has not been easy. Deputy Andrew was shot 4 times with one bullet crossing in front of his brain. Another surgery is coming up on Thursday, which will help fix defects in his skull. But on Saturday, family and friends surrounded him, praying over his recovery.
He's never out of our mind. He's never out of the public's mind, and I wanted to bring him together just to show him that he's still here and he's strong. And he's going to make it, and and we're going to continue to fight for him.
In addition to prayers, Sheriff David Henderson says the community can still support in other ways. Make a donation in Andrew's name or to the Fallen Heroes program at Springs Valley Bank and Trust. Meanwhile, a massive drug bust for Indiana State Police over the weekend here. Police saying they seized 309 pounds of suspected cocaine during a traffic stop. Now, troopers stopped the semi-truck near the Cloverdale exit between Terre Haute and Indianapolis for a routine DOT compliance inspection. And during the stop, the trooper says he observed, quote, criminal indicators, and a canine unit was called in. Officials say that canine gave a positive alert. Officers then searched the truck and found those drugs. ISP says the truck was on its way from Joplin, Missouri up to Richmond, Indiana, and 25-year-old Gurpreet Singh and 30-year-old Jasveer Singh, both of California, were arrested and taken to the Putnam County Jail. Indiana State Police say the seizure is part of its efforts to stop illegal drugs from being transported through the state. The estimated street value of the cocaine is about $7 million. And in a 14 News update here this morning, the Post Dispensary in Ohio County is preparing to reopen after shutting down back in December. Officials say the reason for the shutdown was because they simply ran out of product. They say when they opened up, they only had product from one small cultivator and knew they would likely have to close. But now, shifting gears here, moving forward, administrators say another much larger cultivator is preparing to ship, and they'll hopefully never have to close again. They say the goal is to have that product by January 15th and then open up again on the 16th. We spoke with General Manager Trip Hoffman, who says he's excited to help his patients out once again.
Everyone has a story. They have a medical story. They have something that they want to share. They have a real reason why they want to use this plant. And so when you see this firsthand and you hear these stories, it's engaging. You get emotional. You feel like you're really helping someone.
Hoffman says in addition to the products they already sell, the dispensary is going to have some new products coming up in mid-February. And on New Year's Day, of course, the Indiana Hoosiers, they wiped out Alabama in the Rose Bowl. A one Bosse High School grad had a front row seat to all the action. In fact, he was right on the field. Arma Beck has that full story.
Chance to play in the national championship game.
The IU fight song played out over a sea of crimson as the Hoosiers took home the Rose Bowl trophy Thursday evening. One Bosse grad is a member of the historic IU Marching 100, the band behind the iconic Indiana Our Indiana.
I never thought that I would be performing on a field that big, coming from a small school. When I was at Bosse High School, we were always in the lowest of competitions. We hardly were anywhere. We were just a small school. Many people didn't see us.
Carlos Gonzalez performed in the Parade of Roses, halftime of the game, and more events throughout the week of the Rose Bowl. To his former band director, he's an inspiration, paving the way for other Evansville band students to make it at the college level.
To see him sort of grow into this really awesome young man, awesome performer, and for him to go on to one of the most nationally known marching band programs at the college level, it just speaks volumes to who he is.
An unprecedented, outstanding college football season for the Indiana Hoosiers, and behind them, a marching band, eager to perform on increasingly big stages.
This is going to be the year I would look upon for my college experience, because I've been obsessed with IU since I was in the 8th grade.
And now, IU is looking ahead to the Peach Bowl, but Gonzalez says he's not stopping there, hoping to perform at the national championship in a few weeks.
I did not think we were going to make it this far, or this was going to happen my first year, but I wouldn't wish it any other way.
Well, Gonzalez and the IU Marching 100 will be headed to Atlanta later on this week to perform at the Peach Bowl. That's when, of course, the Indiana Hoosiers will take on fellow Big Ten member, the Oregon Ducks. Kickoff for that game is Friday night at 6:30 Central. Right now, it's 8:34 here on your Monday morning. Stick around, though. We've got Byron Douglas after this with a look at your weather headlines. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
Good Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Byron Douglas. Hope everyone had a great new year. A lot of folks are heading back to work and school today. And the sun's coming right at us. We have a lot of cirrus clouds up there today. That will be the theme. We'll have a fair amount of cirrus clouds as we go into the afternoon. And let's take a look. I'm going to take this full here. We'll do that right now. Let's take a look at the scorecard so far. We're headed for our warmest day of the year. We had 45 yesterday. It was a decent Sunday with those light winds. It wasn't bad on Saturday, just a little bit underneath the average. Our average high during this time of year is at 42 degrees. No recorded areas of precipitation. That's going to change a little later in the week. Let's take Doppler full. Doppler radar, mainly clear skies. That will be the theme as we go through the next few days. Very mild. 1 year ago, we had 5 inches of snow. Remember, we had 10 inches of snow last January, but it's going to be a mild start to the new year. And let's run down our temps. Temperatures are climbing abruptly. We bottomed out at 28 this morning. Winds are out of the southwest, and so they're going to jump pretty quickly. There's an opportunity by lunchtime. Temperatures will be near 50. 40 in Madisonville, 38 in Mount Carmel. Lewisport is at 41 at this hour. And the winds are increasing, and we'll take a look at potential gusts as we go through the day. A southwesterly wind, we could see some gusts 20 to 22 miles an hour as we go through this evening. And generally, I think the only thing up there will be cirrus clouds at 20 to 25,000 feet. A lot of high-level clouds. We're seeing that right now. So the sun's going to win out very nicely. So mostly sunny. I'm going to grab this full again, take a look at the forecast, say good morning to a few folks. Thank you for joining us on our screen. We're here each weekday at 8:30. Good morning, Jeanette, Laura, Mark there as well. Tonight, not as cold, down to 47. And then for tomorrow, look at this. Clouds early, breezy during the afternoon, highs at 62. I think the winds will be up a little bit as we go through tomorrow, gusting generally about 20 to 25. And let's go to the latest guidance. We're going to talk about some alert times on Friday here in a moment. But as we go forward, winds will be out of the southwest, gusting at 15 to 20. Nice day to get out and enjoy your Monday afternoon, whatever you're doing out there. Clouds in here initially on Tuesday. Some of the guidance wants to keep Tuesday mainly clear, but a few sprinkles will be possible. A wind shift during the afternoon as skies become mostly sunny for your Tuesday. And this takes us into Tuesday night and then into Wednesday. So we'll go along here on Wednesday, for the most part, a fair amount of sunshine. And then you're going to need your rain gear on Thursday. We're looking at a glob of rain in here on Thursday. Right now, absent a cold front, we're not looking at any thunderstorms on Thursday, primarily just rain. And then on Friday, we have that potential for some showers and thunderstorms. This takes us into Friday afternoon and then into Friday night. This is our next chance for the potential for severe thunderstorms. And then a front's a powerhouse front. Then on the backside, a few flurries, but most of that would stay up to the north. This came down from this morning from the Storm Prediction Center. On Friday, we could be added. We have a probability for some isolated damaging winds right along the Ohio River into western Kentucky. As we go forward, this still could stay south of the viewing area, but enough wind shear as we go through that time frame, along with a powerhouse front, to support that threat for a few severe thunderstorms. So that's the latest there. And as I take this full, I'm going to show you Friday here in a moment. I'll look at this, the next few days. 62 on Tuesday, 57 on Wednesday. And then Friday, I think Friday morning we'd be okay, but it's Friday afternoon into Friday night. Angela, Laura, good morning to you. Mark, we'll keep an eye on Friday. It has the potential that we could have that severe weather threat. Justin, Jeanette, good morning to you. That's something we'll have to monitor. So this is just a big heads up for disruptive weather. There'll probably be some watch parties, obviously, on Friday evening. IU will be taking on Oregon down in Atlanta. So we'll keep you apprised of your travels down there. But right now, it's generally Friday afternoon into Friday night. Timing invariably will change. So that's the latest there. Arden Gregory is going to have new data to work with. She's going to have more coming up at 11 a.m. and then again at noon. We'll talk to you soon.